Hey, what's going down? It's your boy James Brown coming to you with Musical Living TV. Today we're gonna have my boy Aaron Weaver, Mr. Music, coming on all the way from Dallas, Texas. Man, this guy's got 20 plus years in the music industry, a wealth of knowledge in the business world. And hey, we're gonna be talking about a lot of different things, man. One of them being more than just a musician. If you like the t-shirt, go to www.musicalliving.co. Again, that's www.musicalliving.co. Let's get into it. James Brown, Musical Living TV. Let's go. So yeah, man, I had to get my boy on here, man. A-Town. Yes, sir, man. You know, we know you as Aaron Weaver, Mr. Music, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring you on, man, so we could talk and talk a little bit about the school, about what you got going and, you know, how you've got to where you are. So yeah, man, welcome to Musical Living TV, bro.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. So tell us about where you from and what you do.
Man, I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. Went to school in Dallas, Texas, specifically East Dallas, Texas. Born and raised from here, man. Musician, entrepreneur, own a Musiq School that's doing pretty well right now. That's we're offering music lessons. All ages, all levels, piano lessons, organ lessons, drum lessons, vocal lessons, and, you know, looking to do some more instruments, you know, in the near future. I have my band, Soulful Soundz Band. I've been having for a couple of years now. So, you know, man, just trying to get in where I fit in, man. That's it.
Yes, sir. Man, I know about Soulful Sound. You know, I want to tell you in front of everybody, man, like, thank you, bro. Because when I first moved to Dallas, like, you gave me a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knew who I was, and you gave me a chance, you know? So that was, what, 2008, 2009?
Oh, hey, bro, we got some memories.
Yeah. So, we got
some memories, man. I don't even know. I don't remember how we met. I don't remember who allowed our paths to cross, but man, we've been kind of really. Then we both Capricorns.
Yeah.
So it's like we just kind of jail right out the back, man. So I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know you saying you appreciate me, but I appreciate you for answering the call, man, and you be willing to do it. So
yeah, you know, man, no doubt. It gave me exposure. You know what I'm saying? Just to different people. You know, I met a lot of different people from playing gigs with Soulful Sound, man. You know,
right,
and great people. You know, that's giving me opportunities as well. So, you know, definitely grateful for that. But yeah, man, the Musiq School. Tell me about that. Like, when did you start it? How did you get that going?
Man, it's weird. It's a real weird story on how it all formed, man. I've been kind of showing people different thinking process when it comes to playing and different approaches. And I would get, you know, asked different questions and this and that. So it made me go study more to really, really, really know exactly what I'm saying. And I was like, man, one day I was like, well, you know, it's been my dream to help musicians, because I remember when I started playing and nobody wanted to show me nothing, you know, and I was cool with it, you know, because, you know, I understood. But for other musicians and keyboardists, drummers, or whatever the case may be, whether it's beginners, intermediate, advanced, whatever, you know, I always said, if I get a chance, I definitely want to be that one that people can kind of rub ideas off of or coach or whatever I know, I'll be willing to give it, man. So I sit down with one of my partners, man. I came up with the name. Mr. Musiq came from something, man, that people don't know about me is I have a lot of talents. So my first instrument was an upright bass.
Really?
I started playing upright bass in 7th grade, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you started out on drums.
Upright bass, formally trained upright bass. Now drums, I would play in church, this, that, and the other. But whenever you can get on the drums after church or whatever, I could go up there and knock over the drums. I may pick them up, may put them down, whatever the case may be. But when I got to 7th grade, man, I don't know what it was about. I actually know what it was. It was a girl. I was interested in this, this little chick. So I got into class, man, not knowing that I was gonna actually like playing the upright bass. So I got my formal training playing upright bass in the orchestra in 7th grade, bro. You know how corny that was?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was corny, from where I'm coming from. Like, man, what you doing out there? You need to be out there playing, ball or whatever, which I did. But, 7th grade is when I really, really kind of started getting into music. But upright bass, bro, was my form. I learned how to read music. I performed with the orchestra band and all that. Then I got kicked out of school and I had to go to another school, which was across town. And being in orchestra at that school, it wasn't happening. So,
right.
So happened the orchestra class was across the hall from the band. So I would skip all my classes and on my lunch period and go in there and play the drums and play around like that. So Mr. Musiq came from an uncle of mine. My uncle just one day, man, Mr. Musiq was like a long time ago. So I had two nicknames, Tricky Fingers and Mr. Musiq. So I'm too old for somebody to be running around here talking about some Tricky Fingers. So my uncle gave me that name, man, because I played lead guitar. I played bass, electric bass a little bit going forward, but upright bass in the orchestra, bro, 7th grade, man, I was in there with my shirt tucked in and everything, bro.
Crazy.
I was in that thing, man. So that's where Mr. Musiq came from. So I just kind of used that as a tag, and I decided to name my school, Mr. Musiq, man. So, and here we are now.
Right. That's crazy, bro. I've been knowing you for over 10 years, and I ain't know that.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't know that, A lot of people don't know that. Like, I was formally trained,
right.
And then, I didn't know. Like I said, I did it for a girl, but like I say, I didn't really know like I was gonna fall in love with it. I just started liking it, and it was how everything put together, how the violins and the violas and the cellos were playing something different.
Right.
We was playing with the bow, or we sit there and kind of pick the string. I was interested in like it was intriguing to me how all that stuff just mashed together and sound good.
Right.
So that was my first form of training, man. So long story short, bro, that's where I got Mr. Musiq from. My uncle, who really kind of seen me, mess around with all types of instruments. He was like, Mr. Musiq. Like, that's right. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, Mr. Musiq.
Wow. So I know playing music has, and especially being classically trained, has given you like certain disciplines. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
So how have you used those disciplines to like jump into business and things like that?
Man, you know what? It's crazy. I like to use the word discipline, but I also like to kind of tie it into the word lifestyle. So to me and to others, it's like, oh man, you disciplined. Yeah, but you can also be undisciplined. But if you make something like your lifestyle, like you ain't really got no choice. Like drinking water, using the bath, like a lot of stuff that we do daily is a lifestyle. So I don't know, man. I was just different. I thought different. So I just tied everything into just making it like a everyday thing. Like it wasn't, it didn't come, I had to be disciplined to do it. It was just like, man, I'm doing this.
Right. So quick story. I know we talked about this a long time ago. Like you was working a 9 to 5. You just quit. You walked off the job.
Man, it wasn't for me, man. I had brought, and the crazy thing, man, I had several good jobs.
Right.
Like, I was smart, so it wasn't nothing for me to get like management positions and jobs. Man, I had a management position at a place called it was dealing with the government. So we made different stuff for the army and different, like it was just a lot of stuff. Right. And I started there as a cleanup person or something, but in a couple of years I had my own office. I was in there telling cats what to do. They was not, they wasn't with it. So I was in there telling cats what to do. This is when I believe MySpace was out, and YouTube wasn't as hot, but MySpace was out. And somehow, I would always get in trouble because I would always be in the office on MySpace looking at Jamal Hardwell. Remember that cat?
Yeah.
What's the other cat we talk about? That's a millionaire now.
Jermaine Griggs.
Yeah, I was always intrigued by it. Yeah. And when I used to get through looking at that, I'd be mad. I'd be like, I don't want to tell these people what to do. Like, I don't really want to do this. So I started kind of researching different things. I got an opportunity to play at a church. Man, I'll never forget that. I was making $300 a Sunday. Then I got another opportunity to have 2 gigs on one Sunday. I was making $400 at one, which was the one you was a part of. I don't even think you know that. Remember the church you came play with, filled in a couple times, the little short preacher? I
don't.
Okay.
Man, we done so much stuff, bro.
So I was making $700. Back then, $700 a week was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I can't remember what happened, but I walked off. So when I walked off, I didn't try to maximize that 700, which means if something would have happened, then I'm not making that 700 no more because it's on the Sunday. Something happened. I went and I had to get another job. When I got this is a job I walked off of. It was a 10 p.m. to 6 in the morning.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. So, it was weird for me, but I needed something. I had my own, own crib or whatever the case may be. So as I'm working that job, I'm thinking in my head, like the mistake I made was depending on 2 checks only on Sunday. So how can I maximize? What other skills or what can I do that has something to do with music? So I got into playing it for revivals and playing at, conferences and some stuff like that. So man, I just never was really with the 9 to 5, man. I remember going in and we had lunch. I was sitting at lunch, man. I was eating. I was hungry. I'll stay hungry. I eat all the time. So I'm sitting up there eating, man. They was like, bro, lunch is over. And I was like, nah, I'm still hungry. They was like, nah, bro, lunch is on the hour. I just got ticked off, bro. I remember just grabbing whatever I got and I just left. Boom. Just walked out. Everybody was like, bro, you stupid, man. That was, that was an easy job. Woo. I was like, bro, I'm just not with it. So what I did is after I walked off, I went back to the drawing board again and tried to figure out what can I maximize with, how can I maximize all this kind of stuff. So then, fast forward a little bit, I started seeing and looking at bands. That's when I really started looking at bands and understanding what bands do, how they operate. And I hope I'm not jumping in front of you, but
you good.
It ties together on how I maximized when I quit. So I was like, all right, I'm playing the church, that's cool. Playing the revivals, that's cool. I wasn't really into playing at the musical stuff because I really wasn't, that just wasn't my thing.
Right.
But so I started remembering and watching in this band, Ray Chu and the Crew. So from Apollo. So the first time I seen it, of course I was younger, but I was always intrigued on how they played behind different artists. Like if you go to the Apollo, you have all these main acts, whether they was, amateurs or the professional, they all had this one band.
Right.
So me, I was already friends with, shout out to my boys Tyrus and Joe. We was already friends, we had started coming around each other. Didn't know that, our history was more than just meeting with music. Tyrus' mom was my Sunday school teacher. Joe dad ordained my dad. So we already, yeah, man. So they, a lot of people be like, man, how y'all so close? I'm like, bro, we've been like around each other for years. Like that dude, mom was my Sunday school teacher. Joe dad ordained my dad. We all fellowship. Then as we got older, we kind of connected again and found out we had some musical. So I came to them one day, man, and I was like, man, listen, I don't know what this look like. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I want to start a band. And I'm looking for them to be like, bro, you tripping. I remember this day like yesterday. I mean, Joe looked around, Todd, they looked at each other, and they were like, okay, what we need to do. This is what they said to me. Like, whatever you say, however you want to run it, whatever this band's supposed to look like, is like, tell us what you want us to do. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it looks like. So what we did, man, we started playing at churches together. So when Joe dad had some, all three of us would go. When my dad had some, all three of us would be there. When Tyrus people had some, all three of us would be there. And we were just growing, we kept playing. Then here it go again, my light bulb went out. I was like, yeah, it's something. Yeah, we got to do something different because I don't see nothing.
Right.
My little sister had an event called 316. It was a gospel something with comedy and, spoken word. This was a long time ago. And
yep.
She said, I know you got a little bitty band, which well, y'all gonna, be the half band, whatever. I was like, oh, we own it. So that's when we got a chance to really go in and digging into stuff like Mr. Magic and, trying to kind of dipping into some jazz or some standard tunes or whatever. We started doing that, man, and just people start hearing us. And, from there, I just kind of adjust according to, the level of where we was trying to go. If that makes sense, man. And we're here today, man. So, I know a lot of people don't know that, but man, we got a lot of history together, man.
But hey, that explains why y'all sound so tight, though.
Yeah. Because
it's more than just playing together in the band. It's like, we've done life with each other, bro.
Yep.
So that explains to me even more why y'all so tight.
Yeah. That's one of the things, man. When I met Joe and I met Tyrus, Joe would literally be 8 hours a day on the bass.
I believe.
8 hours a day.
I believe.
Tyrus, I remember when he bought his first drum set. When he bought his first professional drum set, I think it was a DW kit, I believe.
Yeah, I remember it, the blue one, probably.
Yeah. So he came, set it up my dad's church every Monday. What we would do from like 9 at night to like almost 9 in the morning, bro. No joke. We would go in there and just play. We wouldn't play songs. We didn't know no tunes. We didn't know nothing. We just would say, okay, let's just play. And we played all night without playing a song.
Yeah. You know what? I remember that too, because I remember I came a couple times. And like y'all will open the book and like, hey, we gonna play this song. And it's like everybody take a solo, you know what I'm saying? And bro, I had to be to work at like 7:30 one morning. I ain't leave. That's like 5:45 in the morning, bro. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. So we build chemistry, man. So like now, you know, we can kind of play and don't even really have to look at each other. You know, I can feel what he about to do. They can feel what I'm about to do. And so they've been rocking with us, man. They've been rocking with me. We've been rocking together, man, 20 years, bro.
Yeah, I believe
20 years as brothers, and about a good 10 with, you know, being a gigging band. You know, we weren't always a gigging band, but we've been gigging maybe about a good 10 solid years.
Right. And man, I see like y'all stay busy. Like it's a new calendar every month and it's filled up. So how are you keeping that consistency like month after month for years? Like I've known bands to like start and then, you know, something happen or single leave or whatever, but y'all have to stay consistent throughout at least the last 10 years.
Man, the number one deal is knowing your people, which means I know the strength and weaknesses of the people I'm with. We not just on stage, but life type stuff. I kind of grasped a hold of the concept of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So when we're on stage, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So it's more than about we just get up there singing a song, doing a gig. It's about connecting with the people, making them feel how they need to feel at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the things that's made us, allowed us to work more, is because I told them, I said, man, I know some bands, especially a lot of top 40 bands, they have set lists.
Right.
I always, and this is my personal belief, I didn't believe in that, because if we get to a venue and it's not a top 40 gig, but if we're doing a club gig or some type of, and the vibe is not what we put the set list together for, then what we gonna do?
Right.
So if I put a set list together and we only learn old school songs, then we get to a venue and they got cats in there 40 and under, they ain't gonna want to hear no whispers. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to hear that. So I made it a point to be like, okay, try to be as versatile as possible. That way you can switch at any given moment. I think that's one of the things that's kind of helped us along, to be like, okay, what's going on in the crowd? How they feeling today? Not just getting up there playing the songs and ripping everywhere, because that's what we want to do. And we can do that on our off time.
Right.
And I think that's what separated us from the higher paying gigs. You know what I'm saying? Because, we get paid a little bit more. Some of our gigs are a little bigger because we made those adjustments. It wasn't always like that. So we made adjustments like that.
Yeah, man. Like y'all doing it, bro. Like I even see merch now.
Yep.
Y'all expanding in that area. So yeah, I've been a part of Soulful Soundz, and I've seen it throughout the years, man. It has grown and it's continuing to grow like year after year. So yeah, man. Like I see the determination, from like where you started from and where you are now. But yeah, like I say, some of that stuff I didn't know, but bro, you dropping gems, and it's yeah,
man. It's all about the people you with though. Like I can have the mindset all day, but if the people I'm rocking with ain't got it, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I always check in with them. I treat them to dinner all the time. Them jokers can eat. I treat them to dinner a lot. I hit them up randomly and say, hey man, let's go hang out. It's on me. Hey man, let's do this. It's on me. Hey man, let's do this on me. Not because I got to. It's because this is my dream, and they taking out the time to making it possible. So I have to show appreciation. All my people got stuff they got on their own. But for them to take out the time and be like, okay, we're going to rock with you, bro. We're going to trust you. We're going to rock with you. We did our first cruise last year, man. We was in St. Thomas, Puerto Rico, Amber Cove. We was everywhere.
Yeah.
But you got you got to start.
Right.
One more thing I want to say, and me and you have conversations all the time, bro. What a lot of bands, new bands, and bands that have been in a while, have to realize that you got to have a fan base.
Yeah.
You gotta have people who want to come hear you.
I agree.
You have to. That's where you get into selling out your own shows. We have our own shows where we don't have to wait on the venue to pay us. We just go and say, work out a deal, and we've sold out every show we've had from 5 years ago, from the 90s parties to our outside events. And that all comes from building relationship with people, bro. That's it.
Right. Who idea was that? The 90s party?
It was my idea, bro.
Yeah.
It was I love 90s music.
Yeah.
And I said, I came to them, I was like, man, I got an idea. And they was like, what now? Like, what is it, bro? I said, man, let's start a series where we do concerts once a month and just do all 90s music. And that was cool with it, but I can kind of tell they was like, this nigga up to something,
Right.
But the first one we sold out. Second one we started 6 years ago.
Really?
Everyone was 6 years ago, man.
Wow.
6 years ago we started our first one at 1011 Grill. Was when we rocking it, Sandagas, and between then we did one at Brick House in DeSoto. But it was sold out all the time because people knew what they was going to get when they came to the show.
Man, that's crazy. Man, I gotta ask you, like, what gives you that determination? You know what I'm saying? Like, you seem determined. Like, no matter what, like, you gonna see it through. Because I'm just saying, like, to have a band that long, you know what I'm saying? And like, first of all, walk off a job, try to figure out how to make it work. Create a band, and now you consistently for 10 plus years, creating ideas on, every year to make it different and keep going. Like, what gives you that determination? Where you think you get it from?
Man, you know what? I just been, from growing up, I just had that mind and it was, most of it was part of my surroundings. My uncles and aunts and all that on my dad's side, they all own something. Nobody on my dad's side of the family owned anything. I mean, worked for somebody. My uncles had their own. When I had my own detail shop, I got the idea when I got out of school because my uncle had a detail shop. My cousin had a detail shop. My uncle had a barber shop. My uncle, to this now, 60 years plus, work on cars. One of my aunt had her own healthcare something. So everybody, that's all I saw. I saw people doing, boss stuff. And I just got that, man. You know what I'm saying? It was my surroundings. So now if I have, me and you have this conversation, if I think it, I gotta do it. Yeah. Because I don't waste the thought now. I don't waste the thought. If I think it, I gotta go through with it, man, by any means necessary.
Yes, sir. So I ask everybody just to come on. What's a piece of advice you would give to the next generation, next musician, next creative? What's some advice?
The number one important advice, man, is get somebody that you trust and believe in. Get a mentor. Get you somebody who experienced what you're about to experience. Get you somebody that's in the field of what you're doing and who knows about what you're trying to do. Yes, YouTube is and Google is helpful, but there's nothing like getting a mentor or getting that that training from people who's already done it. And that's one of the reasons why I created a program called BUM. It's called Boss Up Movement. And what that is I've created a program, not by myself. I have other people, but I'm the creator. But teamwork make the dream work. I can't do everything.
Yes, sir.
So what that program consists of is 6 to 9 weeks of how to promote, how to brand, how to properly run your business, how to gain clients, how to actually speak, how to talk, how to dress, what to look for, how to look for it, how to reply, how to respond, how to properly sell your product. And one of the things me and you talked about is your business can only be successful if it's a problem solver.
Is it?
If it's not no problem solver, what you doing? You finna go out there and sell water. They got people to do that. You can go get that. That ain't solving no problem. Hey. So your business got to solve a problem. If it's not solving no problem, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna work a little bit more. It won't. I'm not saying it's not gonna be successful, but if you're looking to start a business, make sure it's a problem solver. If it's not a problem solver,
Yeah. Yep, I agree. So, Bum, I heard you talking about that. What made you spark that idea to say, man, I'm gonna boss up movement, man?
Well, when I had at one point in time, I had a lot of businesses, okay, and I made a mistake. One of the mistakes I made was trying to run it all myself. What I used to get, and I still do on Facebook, people would say, hey, man, let me pick your brain about this. Just like I call you all the time. I'd be like, hey, JB, what do you think about this? And we sit on the phone for hours talking about boom, 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 So I would have people, hey, bro, what do you think about this? Am I doing this right? I would have different bands call and say, hey, man, what do you think about this? What do you think about it? And I was like, well, it seems like the problem, if you listen to what I'm saying, the problem is a lot of people don't know how to successfully go by what they want to do. Only they just have the talent, but they don't have the other parts of it. I have a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Because I've owned a detail shop. I own my own studio. I own a production company. I have a band. Me and you have a band together. So I've been in the position to know how to make decisions, how to kind of properly run stuff. So why not teach people who want to know that?
Right.
And a lot of people want to know, but they're scared to ask because they don't want to look dumb. And
closed mouth don't get fed.
Not at all. That was my mistake. I just was going boom, 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 bumping my head, boom. And after a while, I sit down and say, hey, what are you doing? How are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? How you boom, boom, boom. And that was the best decision I could have ever made, man, was to ask.
Yeah, you got to. You know what I'm saying? I ask a whole bunch of questions. You know what I'm saying? And if it's the right person, they'll give you the game. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to one of my buddies. He came on about 2 weeks ago, Will Sanders, and we was talking about it. That's one of the cheat codes, man. Like, you don't know everything. So if you trying to, like you said, if you're trying to do something, go find you a mentor that's doing that. Ask them questions. Even you got to pay for it. Because we got YouTube and YouTube University. You can learn anything on there. You got to put it together yourself. But there's no faster way than getting a mentor. There's no faster way, bro, because they have the experience along with what you're going to find on YouTube. And they can tell you faster and they can help you miss mistakes that they ain't already made. So you ain't got to bump your head by yourself.
YouTube ain't going to help you miss no mistakes because they ain't experienced nothing. They teaching you everything.
Right.
But some people experience something, just like me. If I want to start a t-shirt company, who I'm going to go to? I'm going to come to you. I ain't going to Google it. You got people wearing your t-shirts all over the world. Yeah. So you have something, because if not, they'll just be wearing your shirts in Oak Cliff, but they're not doing it. Everybody over this, my band is successful, whether people want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? My band is successful. If you want to know anything about a band, ask me. I'll tell you anything.
Right. Now, here's the thing too. Success. Everybody look at success different, but the way I look at it combines with what you're saying. Because, like, this is this. If you're doing what you do, you're able to pay your bills, provide, live the life that you want to live, and you're doing it by doing something that you love. I don't care what it is that you do. If you playing music, if you cutting hair, you know what I'm saying? If you lawn man for everybody, but you making money and you doing what you want to do with your life, you successful. Period. I don't care how much money you making. If you do what you want to do.
You got peace. Peace. You got peace. So you're right. I think people look at fame and success and get it mixed up. Because there's a lot of broke famous people.
Yeah, hey, I see you say that all the time. You say you ain't got to be famous. You ain't got to be known.
Man, bro, if I never win a Grammy, if I never travel the world again, if I never play for big artists again, if I never do anything again, I'm doing what I want to do now. And I'm living my life, and I don't have to really answer to nobody but God. Like, I set my schedule. At one point in time, like, all I was doing was music. Right. But I got smart and incorporated some more stuff for security, to get insurance, to get life insurance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To get all that stuff you need, and I didn't just go, I'm in music, so I'm not gonna go start a barbershop. That ain't got nothing to do with music.
Right.
Capitalize what's around music, what has to do with music. It's teaching, it's technology, it's producing, it's audio, it's so much around that, man.
Yeah. But see, that's another part of multiple streams of income. It don't have to be another industry. You can maximize what you're doing within that field and have 6 or 7 different streams of income. Drum lessons, piano lessons, teach vocals, you playing gigs, you playing, like, it's so many ways to make money.
Yep. So now, once you have all that going, if your students don't come this week, you ain't hassling, calling somebody, hey, bro, you remember them lessons you want to do? You ain't got to do all that. And when they cancel a gig on you, you ain't got to go, oh, man, I can't even get no hamburger basket this week. You ain't got to do that. and that's what part of the BOM entrepreneurship program is, teaching musicians, like, bro, you're not less than a musician if you have something else going on than your gigs.
Yeah.
That don't make you less than a musician. It makes you smart.
Make you a smart musician.
It makes you smart, man. Yeah. It's all about living comfortable. I will never be comfortable with worrying about if a tour is gonna go down or not.
Hey, this pandemic done taught a lot of people.
Man, I done seen cats come out with Arnhem Boy business, a sheetrock business.
By any means.
Man, I seen niggas walking around here selling jewelry, selling water bottles. You know what I'm saying? So I had this one chick hit me up, man. She got, I don't think she got offended, but I think it caught her off guard. She said, I see, what are you doing now during the pandemic, since, this, that, and the other going on? I said, well, that's unfortunate, that the pandemic is happening, boom, boom. This is early. Actually, a couple of people hit me up. And they're like, bro, what are you doing? We see you still. I said, well, I planned not for this, but for something.
Yeah.
I had a savings plan. I got a 401k. I didn't just wake up, go to church and play bumper music, come back, go to sleep, eat potato chip. So when the church, my church is still going, but some of the other cats, I was like, man, this is the perfect time to find that other gift that you got.
Yep.
And do it. And
we all got them.
I'm actually proud of a lot of cats. They done came up with some stuff, man, and they doing it. I just want them to keep it up, and don't never think you less than the musicians because you gotta have an extra income, man. That's smart.
Right, man. Hey, not everybody think that. You know what I'm saying? But it's smart, man. It's just, if you're not at a certain level where you can just do music and teach and do whatever, like you gotta man up and do something else.
Gotta do it.
Yep. Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. I know BOM. How can you find BOM and people?
Right now, everything is directly ran through me, my personal page. So Aaron Weaver, those who know me, just hit me up. I have an assistant, so half of the stuff I don't really know. emails and all that. So, because I can't keep up with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got so much going on. But if you hit me up personally, Aaron Weaver, on Facebook, and I can get you all the information, bro. And the classes are not expensive. You're gonna get information, man, that people will pay $3 to $5 grand for a little of nothing, because I just want to get the information out, man, on how to make your moves, man. If you want to book the band, same thing. You can contact me. We have a fan page, Fans of Soulful Soundz Party Band. You can follow us. We post our schedule and what we have going on, our own merch that we have, t-shirts and masks and stuff like that, man. Got an album out as well. Working on some more stuff, man. So yeah, man, I'm open to there's not an arrogant bone in my body. I'll talk to the walls if they talk. So you can definitely hit me up anytime. If I got it, you got it. If it's something that I ain't got, we're gonna get it together. And that's just me, man. I appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We have a lot of talks, man. If people can only be on the phone when we talking or in the room we talking, we talk. I talk is $10,000-$20,000 worth of stuff.
Boy,
I want the information, bro. Cause we pick each other's brain, and both, like I say, both of us Capricorns, and we both have that drive, man. Like you, man. I remember when you told me, you was like, bro, I'm gonna do a t-shirt business. I was like, okay. A couple months later, you was like, hey, this is my t-shirt. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Now you got people all around the world, wearing it, bro. So kudos to that, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, man. It's like you say, just jumping out there, figuring it out. I don't know everything, but
Right.
I found somebody that was already doing it.
Right. That's the key.
I reached out like, hey man, how you doing this? And he gave, and what he said was this. I'm gonna tell you, because most of the time people ain't gonna do it no way.
Wow.
Yeah. So he told me everything I need to know, because he just feel like, I'm gonna tell you, but 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna do nothing with the information I'm giving you.
Wow.
Yep. And just think about it though. Just think about it. Most of the time when you talk to somebody, they come to you about something, you tell them, but they grown, bro. And most of the time they don't do it. They just like, man, yeah, I hear you. But they don't.
I think because they're looking for an easy street.
That's it.
They looking for
grinding.
Yeah, it ain't no easy way. It ain't no easy way. It ain't no easy way to do nothing, man. You get there faster by harder work, but it definitely that's crazy. He told you that.
Yep. And after that, man, we created a really good friendship, and now we helping each other. I call him, I tell him stuff, he implemented, he hit me up, hey, I figured this out. Cool. Implement it.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Bro, that's I don't know, that right there did something to me. It's like some people are like that. No matter how you tell them when they come and ask you, you just gotta share the info, and what you do with it is what you do with it. But most people don't.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. When people come to me, I tell them, but it's up to them what they want to do. I can't make nobody do nothing. So either they gonna do it or they not, and it's on them.
If it sounds like too much work, they can. I don't want none of that. I'll pass on that. You did how many? You invested 50 grand? Oh, don't worry about it. You invested. Yeah, you gotta make investments.
Yeah, man. But yeah, bro. Again, man, I appreciate you for coming on, and we definitely gonna chop it up some more, man. As always.
No problem, man. I'll be hitting you up sometime next week, asking you about something. Asking you, picking your brain about something, man. But much love to you, bro. And like I say, man, keep doing your thing. You're definitely an inspiration, especially with this type of stuff. I've watched pretty much all of them, and I've learned from all of them, bro. From drummers you had, from the guy you had that was a school teacher, that was a drummer. I think he taught, somewhere.
Yeah.
The one you just had with can't think of his name. He's doing insurance.
Yep, Anthony Nolan.
Yeah, so I've been watching. I've been taking it's information, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. The reason why I did this, it's cool to sell t-shirts. That's cool, but I got to give value. How am I giving value?
Wow,
that's what it's about in business too. You can have a business, but just like with the music, you got to add value. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is my way of giving back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't trying to just sell you all the time. This is my way of giving back. I'm gonna bring people on that's experts like yourself.
Wow,
we're gonna get some game. We're gonna give it back to them. You know what I'm saying? Not just musicians, but creatives and everybody. You know, anybody that in the walk of life, man, can learn something from what we said. You know, so that
gotta have that open mind, bro, because it's a lot of information that you're giving out, man. And I don't think people. And it goes, and I'm gonna let you go. It goes back to what you said though. If it don't look like their idea of success, they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But they don't know you and it's just, just speaking, you making what you making. Just because you ain't wouldn't spend it all up, that don't mean you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just go back to that, bro.